Hey, Kagiso, how are you, brother? You good?
Hey, I'm well. In my long time, good to
Yeah,
jump on
man.
a virtual call this time. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see how this thing goes. Okay, it's quick background about myself. I started in the family business at the age of 16, then worked my way up into the management roles, and then later on the executive committee of the business. I ended up at financial director for about 15 years in a multinational import and wholesale company, and then became the CEO of the World Focus Group, which we formed in 2017. And then last year, I decided to step down from CEO position and take the role of chairman. And now I'm CEO of vALTERNATIVE, where we plan to revolutionize the last mile with you. With you and Uber, brother.
Yeah, it sounds like you got an MBA from home, right?
Yeah, something like that.
No, on my side, I am the general manager for Uber in Sub-Saharan Africa. We've got some fantastic businesses in West Africa and East Africa, as well as South Africa. I'm in charge of reimagining how people move in those markets. Previously worked in consumer electronics, financial services, consulting, and the like. So my big background is a bit of a mixed bag, and I had to do an MBA.
Yeah, I learned it the hard. Okay, I'll say the easier way, right?
Yeah, I think your route is more robust. Work your way from the delivery to packing to running the actual business, which is really
experience,
awesome.
right? Experience beats almost everything. But you've got a serious background there. Well done. Okay. You want to go for this one?
Yeah, sure. I think it was at the Green Economy Summit. And I was told about a company that I have to meet. So I think during one of the breaks, we bumped into each other. I, got a quick download of the ambitions. I think at the time, all you had was a bike and a battery and a very big dream.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that quickly got me excited and really keen to continue evaluating your business and seeing what potential could come out of collaboration was, I think, the diversity of the experience of your team. I think at the time I met Andy, I met Daniel. You already started connecting with government as well. You're really looking to be a full ecosystem player, and I think that was something that stood out at the time. And I think that's what got the ideas flowing. I was really encouraged about also the discipline and structure in the back end. It was really building for the long term as well. And yeah, can't forget the handshake that you had. Just to agree to at least have another conversation, right?
Yeah. So on that point there, when I think Victor was introduced us to each other, right? And when we met each other, and also if you look at the team, and I'm glad that you understood it back then. Yes, vALTERNATIVE is a startup, but if you look at the seasoned entrepreneurs that are involved in the business, whether it's technology, finance, operation, it led itself to where we are today. And yes, that $1 million handshake where you told us there's no deal, and now, well, we would have gotten the hard work that you put in, the hard work that we put in, the teams have put in on this project. Well, we got something really proud that we can be proud of.
Yeah, and I think also the discussion around the product portfolio and really building it bottom up with the consumer in mind. I think that was also a big piece of it. It wasn't trying to fit a product and try to mash it up to a service and try to give it to customers. I think we really took our time to look at where the opportunities were. We ended up landing on electrifying Uber package, and I think that was a very good decision. And I think the steps that you took, where it was very customer centric, where even the bikes were designed for the South African market, I think that would puts us in a great position to scale like we're busy doing. into the long term as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can jump in here. So
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
yeah, so Uber Package is an on-demand delivery service. So instead of waiting a day for somebody to come in and collect your package at an inconvenient time, you're able to request someone to come and pick up your package, whether it be a jacket you left at a restaurant, or you might be selling arts and crafts, you might be a repair person and you're trying to get the device back to a customer. Uber Package allows you to request and get a vehicle to come to you, and the driver will be able to take that package in a few minutes and send it to the destination. Or you can even request. So let's say you ordered a cake from somebody and you need it to be brought back to you. You can request Uber Package to go and grab the cake and bring it back. And what's been interesting is just how quickly we've been scaling out this new product, and it's been super successful. But now we've added store pickups. I think, Emma, you're really excited about that one. So
yeah,
if you order online and you want to return some goods, you're able to even use Uber Package for that. You can upload, let's say, the QR code that e-commerce merchant utilizes to be able to do the return or even a pickup. They can do that for you and bring it to you. So this on-demand product is really exciting, and to do it with electric bikes now is really phenomenal.
Yeah, on the electric bikes, just to make everyone understand around that, everyone is trying to get into the last mile on electric bikes. And as we've discussed with the Uber and Kagiso, it's range anxiety and issues around the charging infrastructure that really causes a problem for anyone to scale up when it comes to electric vehicles. So we adopted some technology that uses battery swapping technology. We've got partners like Shell as a locations partner, where our swap stations are going to be positioned, and the riders, whenever the battery reaches about 20-25%, they get to the stations, scan a QR code from the app, swap their battery out, and they can theoretically be on the road 24/7 without ever charging their batteries. So it's actually a very clever system backed by smart software.
Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to ensuring that it's enterprise ready as well. So people bring your businesses, on board. You can utilize the Uber for Business platform to be able to do those deliveries. And again, the Uber for Business platform is built to help you with reporting about your carbon savings as well. So that's another added benefit of electrifying Uber Package in South Africa. So what are the challenges, so far
Sure.
in electrifying Uber Package? Yeah.
So from our side, getting into the vehicle market, obviously regulations and certifications was a bit of a challenge. But luckily for us, we had our technology partners and our factories and our suppliers. Everyone was ready to help to make sure that it's seamless. We had a few delays in the country, but nothing that we couldn't get through. So when it comes to even Euro type certification, homologation, that was a bit of a delay, but we managed to get it through. The other major challenge that we had was Uber themselves and vALTERNATIVE. We like to empower the South African youth. And we all know that the last mile is dominated by foreign nationals, which we actually employ both now. But trying to empower the youth has been a serious challenge. So what we've done is create some training programs. And because of my history in the fashion industry, so we actually kitting out the youngsters in nice uniforms, fancy helmets. The electric bike looks nice. So we're trying to make it sexy for the youth of South Africa.
Yeah, I just can't believe you didn't mention the Durban port. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I think trying to get all the charges in on time. So these launches are always very intense. The number of moving parts. There's a lot of things that are known and unknown. I think together, we, in the spirit of partnership, we've been taking on these problems together. And what I like about, what you said is also the focus on ensuring that we bring people along. I think the broader mission of South Africa and the presidency has always been about that just energy transition. And to make sure that it's just, it's about ensuring that the people of South Africa and the people inhabiting can also participate. And I think the efforts that you and your team have also made around going out and proactively seeking out riders. We know South Africa is not a bike culture, doesn't have a bike culture, and you have to change people's perceptions about riding motorbikes. And I think we've started very well, and I'm really keen to see it scale up and try to get more youth to have these earning opportunities and make money for themselves. It's going to be really important that we get that right.
That port was a 45-day delay. Huh? It pushed us out by 45 days.
Yeah, trust me. But I'm really glad that we managed to get it over the line. And again, I think what for me was really surprising, I think, during this whole process, is just how ready the riders are to adopt electric bikes. I think we underestimate how much desire there is to adopt this new technology. I mean, you were on the ground a few weeks ago as well.
So I think the major difference, even for the young South Africans, is I think when they look at a petrol bike and it's got its gears and clutches and noise, it's a bit intimidating. Once they jump on an electric bike, it's automatic, there's no sound, it's smooth, there's no vibrations. The uptake, even for the riders that have been riding for many years, they actually cannot believe what an experience it is. So it's actually, and there's a massive cost saving also around
don't forget that.
fuel versus electricity. Yeah. So the riders that we've already put on the road, they're extremely happy with the system.
Yeah. I think that's a massive call out in terms of that. I think it encourages other projects and other companies to really be bold and take a few chances in terms of moving their businesses to the green economy. People are ready for it. You just need to go out and build it.
Yeah. In fact, we've got quite a few. I know. Well, you are going to be our biggest client, but we already identified a few more of the corporates, like famous brands. Devon has been doing a pilot with them now. I think there's a need for a cost saving to do right by the climate, carbon credits, and adding that extra buck into the rider's pocket, right? If the community and the economy turns better, it's better for all of us.
No, definitely. And, in terms of, what the future holds and, the bigger vision, as a business, we've got the 2040 goal and, we put it there. We knew it was big, ambitious, it's hairy. It's something that also gets us excited. Looking at the pace of, I think when we met in February last year, that was the time when I was also being told that South Africa isn't ready for this, and I always say it's like running the 4-minute mile. As soon as the first person starts running, everybody else is gonna be able to run a sub 4-minute mile. And I think it's the same for this green transition. And at the end of it all, as a business for Uber, we see that we've got one world. And we need to do whatever it takes to look after it, for future generations. And, as a key player within the space, we have to do everything we can to make that transition. And I do see that, South Africa is ready for this. I love what the presidency has done. I love what entrepreneurs like yourselves and vALTERNATIVE are doing. I love that ecosystem that is being built, this community of businesses and thought leaders. So when I look sort of 5-10 years into the future, I actually see it as being a normal thing where we're going to be looking at ICE vehicles as being the unusual thing on the road, and something that might be a pastime, etc. So I think e-mobility is going to go in a big way. We're just at the beginning. We're really just scratching the surface. Manufacturers my big dream is to make sure we can attract more manufacturing in the sector into South Africa. We've shown we can do it. We've been making cars in this country for a very long time. And this new sector, unlocks a new opportunity. And just looking at the impact it will have on our economy, I think as a South African, I'm really excited to see just the mass adoption of this across the board.
We share that vision there, because after we got into that e-mobility space, we definitely see the opportunity for scale on another level. For example, China in the last few years, I think they came out with 100 new car manufacturers, right? So the opportunity for the manufacturing sector in South Africa is tremendous. We plan to put up a plant by early next year, and export to the neighboring countries. It's easier to enter the market. Obviously, there's some battery technology and technology that needs to be learned and adopted. But you don't have an engine that has a few thousand parts in it, right? So the transition is much, much smoother. I foresee the last mile e-mobility sector growing at a rapid scale. But to our surprise, at the few events that we've been to, the interest from the consumer market in South Africa, which we never thought there was a bike culture, right? In fact, we got 2 consumer bikes launching by end of this year, because that's the demand in the market. The youth of today, they want cost saving, save the planet, something light on their feet. And a 2-wheeler electric bike ticks a lot of boxes. So we're hoping to,
we need to get them investors. We do need to ensure that we advertise these projects and these initiatives and these startups. I think there's great return on investment on the continent. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah, even for vALTERNATIVE, we've been speaking to a few of the investors already around the country. But if anyone's interested, then they can just drop us a message on our LinkedIn page. We can entertain it.
So I think that's a good piece of advice for green entrepreneurs. Always be selling, right?
Yep.
So what advice would you have? I mean, you walked this journey from idea to that first trip.
I would say basically 3 things, right? One is focus. You got to focus on the exact problem and solution that you're solving, and going down the line of creating a company like for us, vALTERNATIVE. You get sidetracked along the line on so many different opportunities. The trick is to stay focused on the first idea that you had and see that through. It's like for us, we started with the last mile with the delivery bike. There's multiple products coming after that, but until we got that product right, and we got our customer, and we got a direct route to market, stay focused. Second piece of advice I would say is get the right team. Be lucky, vALTERNATIVE. I managed to build this business with 5 partners, 5 founders. 4 of them I know from the age of 6 years old. So it's quite an exciting story, and it's that kind of trust and loyalty that you need to grow a business. And lastly, I had a chat with a lady from NASPA's Labs, Tembi, and she wants me to do a small talk with some young entrepreneurs in Cape Town. So, like the world thinks, you have a bright idea, you put together a nice business plan, you put together a pitch, and I'm going to raise money. It doesn't work like that. You got to have skin in the game. You got to work at it day in, day out. Myself and the team, I think we had 16-hour days for the last 12 months. It's been long, it's been hard, but you put in the time, you'll see the results.
Yeah, definitely. I think, briefly from my side, it would really be, opportunities, there's opportunities everywhere, but they show their heads at very specific times. And I think this is a time where, the whole landscape is shifting. Brands that you knew that were synonymous with cars are lagging behind. There's names we've never heard of that are popping up. And there's an opportunity now, especially within the broader green economy. Things are new. We don't know who the winners are going to be. If you have something that you think will be able to add value, pursue it, run after it in a big way. Solve problems in South Africa, and I promise you are solving problems for a lot of the world. So that's, I think that would be my advice to those entrepreneurs.
Oh, okay. So we've got a few other corporate clients that we are in discussions with. When it comes to the manufacturing plant, we're actually deciding now whether it's going to be one of the 3 major cities. We are speaking to the provincial governments, the SEZs. We're definitely talking to the IDC in South Africa, DTIC, Invest SA. So we are trying to create a ecosystem where we can join forces with multiple partners to see this project through.
Yeah, so I mean that event, I think the Green Economy Summit was really powerful in, I think, a number of ways. And one way that stands out, it's really to bring like-minded people together. I think I was reading a book and they're talking about why cities were important in terms of human development, and it was because it reduced the distance between people, so ideas were shared, conversations were overheard in coffee shops, etc. And events like this are akin to what cities are, and that's why cities drive innovation. Events like this also drive innovation. What is a 5 to 10 minute quick intro or chat during a break can turn out to be a transformational initiative. And I believe this Uber package initiative that we have to electrify this whole fleet has actually kick-started a lot of projects, and the confidence that I think entrepreneurs, investors, government now have about transforming the e-mobility sector. It has been amplified, and it really started at ages. And I think summits like these are really important, and for the right stakeholders to make sure that they're part of it.
Yeah, I agree. For us, it was our first time we went to an event like this, and we were just saying infancy as a company, and we managed to meet you. We're lucky to meet you. We had to meet a lot of potential investors. There's quite a few interesting speakers at the event also that shed a lot of light on the green economy. So this is really good, really important.
That's a big sigh, Emma.
Yeah.
Just on my side, I really, I think there's just so much that you're working on. But I think I just want to probably just leave anyone that's watching and listening to this, that we do need to stay the course. I think there's going to be obstacles in the way, but the reality of it is that we need to go and solve those challenges. Whether it's energy, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's investment, whether it's route to market, all these things are challenges that we have to overcome. Even a business like Uber, even with this launch, we're still solving things, and we're solving things together. It's that mindset of rolling up your sleeves and tackling the issue. It's what's going to take this country forward. And I think we have a beautiful country. We have the right skills, the right environment to be able to excel and be a leader globally within the green economy, the broader green economy, and specifically within the mobility sector.
Yeah, I agree. And I would like to add, I'd like to thank Aegis for this interview and for allowing us to meet Kagiso and his team. I'd like to thank Kagiso and Uber for the opportunity and the opportunity for us to build something great across Africa. It's really encouraging to see what can be done when great minds think alike. And we're solving some serious problems. And also like to add that out of this partnership, there's a lot of new products that are going to be coming in the short months. So keep your eyes on it.